You know English, but how much? Hey guys, it's Aman and today we are talking about English proficiency tests. Toefl, Ielts, those are a few examples. But what are they in generally? English proficiency tests are a way of university asking you that how well English do you know? Can you understand English properly? Can you make conversation with people in English properly? Your vocabulary, your spellings, etc. and all that stuff. So if you are applying to a university in America and your native language is not English, you might have to give one English proficiency test. Let's talk about Toefl and Ielts. These are the most popular English proficiency tests. Which one you should give, you ask? Now let me walk you through both of them and then you tell me which one is better for you. Toefl IBT, which stands for Test of English as Foreign Language. I don't know if that's in French. So Toefl IBT is your internet-based test. This test is given on computer. The whole test is given on computer and it's all online. And it's a pretty straightforward test. You have 4 sections in it: reading, listening, writing and speaking. These are the basic 4 things that you need to have good English. First, the reading section. You will get around 50 to 56 questions distributed over 4 passages. Well, this is a pretty straightforward thing. You might have done this in school. It's your comprehension. You'll get a unseen passage which you have to read and you have to answer questions based on that passage. You will be getting 4 options for each question and one of them is correct, and that's pretty straightforward. The difficulty level of this passage in this test would be a lot higher, which you have done in school. So if you're considering that you scored good in school English, then this would be a lot higher than that. It would be like school books and some Shakespeare top novels and all that. So the difficulty level would be really high, but the thing would be same. Unseen passage, you get questions, you have to answer them. That's pretty straightforward, that's it. In the listening section, you will be given headphones and you will be listening to either conversation between 2 people, college lectures on some topics or something else. So by listening those conversations and lecture, you will be asked to answer some questions, and that would be, first you will be listening the whole conversation or lecture and then you will be given questions one by one each. Every question has 4 options, 1 is correct, and that's it. That's pretty much it. But this section won't be very difficult if you have a good understanding of listening English, I say, or if you watch English TV shows or English movies. This won't be a big deal for you. This would be pretty easy. Yeah. Now in speaking section, you will be given mic which will be attached to your headphone. Let me show you how the mic will be. Wait a second. My headphones will be. So these would be something similar which headphones you will get. You will get like over the ear headphones with mic attached like this. The quality would be really low than this, but you can have pretty good idea from this type of headphone and mic you will be getting. And if you can get one, you should practice on this and get comfortable wearing this for like 4 hours. You should do that also. So you would be getting headphones like those, and the speaking section will total have 6 questions, mainly 3 types of questions. First type is that it will be asking you for your own personal opinion about something like what country do you want to visit next, or what is your favorite place in your city, something like that, something personal. The second type of question would be like, you will be listening to a lecture or some conversation between someone, or you'll be reading something, and it will ask you to summarize the conversation or what you have read. Based on that, summarize and tell what you have read or heard. And the third type would be like two people would be they would be facing some problem, and they would another person would suggest them two solutions. It will ask you that which solution do you prefer, the solution first or second, and they'll also state the reason why. This is a mixture between the first type of question and second. You have to give your own opinion also, and you have to tell what you have heard in the paragraph or something. Yeah, that's the listening section. Sorry, speaking section. In writing section, you will be getting two types of questions. First is in which you will get passages to read first, and then you will hear not a conversation. Then you will hear a lecture on some topic, and you have to summarize that, both of those, what you have read and what you have heard. You have to summarize that. And the second type of question will be your personal opinion. It would give you two options, like do you like this or do you dislike this, and you have to tell your own opinion, that I like this because of this, I don't like this because of this. And that this is a pretty straightforward question, but you don't have to write it down with like pen or pencil. You have to type this in, so you should have a good typing speed, or you should practice on keyboard at your home and increase your speed of typing. And you should also check for your spelling mistake. There won't be some spell check or something like that which you have in like MS Word and all other softwares, so you should take care of that also. Apart from all that, in Toefl you're scored between 0 to 120, and any score above 80 is considered a good score, and any score above 100 is considered a really excellent score, which you might need for like Ivy Leagues and all universities. But if you get above 80, it's pretty good. You're good, okay, in the safe zone. It is conducted almost every weekend, and 3 times actually every weekend, 3 times, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So it is conducted throughout the year, so you can give any time you want. Just book a test date 15 days before or 12 days before, I don't know that. Yeah, it's conducted every weekend. You can give any time you want. That will be it for Toefl. Now let's continue to the Ielts. Ielts stand for International English Language Testing System. Now, Ielts is a offline test, or you can say paper-based. You have to do it all on paper, or you get what I'm saying. Another thing to keep in mind is that Ielts is a 2-day test. Yeah, like if on first day you would be having your reading, listening and writing, and on the second day you would be having your speaking section. It would go something like that. If you have your main exam on 15th of Jan, you say, then your second date could be 14th Jan or 16th Jan. So it's a 2-day test. You should keep that in mind. If you don't have a test center in your city, you should be prepared for this. Now the speaking section. The speaking section is the biggest difference between Toefl and Ielts. In the speaking section of Ielts, first of all, it's conducted on a second day, and it would be conducted like that. Another person would be sitting in front of you, and he would be judging you for how you speak and how you pronounce things. It won't be like very intensive, like interrogation or something, not like that. It would be a person is sitting in front of you, he will talk to you, and he will also encourage you and try to make conversation with you. He will talk to you like he's your friend, and he will give you topics to speak and make conversation with you, and you have to just do that, speak really nice and fluent English in front of him. This might be a little nerve-wracking for some people, but it's okay to be nervous at this thing. In listening section, you would be given headphones that will plug into some port or something that you will be provided on your desk, and the audio for the whole class will be played at one time. So you have to keep that in mind, that everyone will be doing the same question at the same exact time as you are doing and listening the same thing. So the types of question is pretty much same as Toefl. You listen to conversation between two people, you answer, you mark your answers based on that, and it's pretty much same except of clicking on mouse. It's just marking a tick on a sheet or writing something, fill-ups and all. The writing section of Ielts is exactly the same as of Toefl, exactly the same type of questions. The only difference is in Toefl you have to type it on a keyboard, in Ielts you have to write it with a pencil on a paper. So that's the only difference. It's same. It's exactly same as Toefl. The reading section is also same for Toefl and Ielts. It's exactly same. In Toefl you are reading questions on a computer, reading paragraph on a computer, then marking answers, clicking. In Ielts you will be reading passages on a sheet of paper, and then you will be marking answers like MCQs or fill-ups or match the following type of thing. You will get questions like those. The difficulty level would be nearly same, and it will be exactly same what you expect in Toefl and Ielts. Only the main difference is the speaking section for Toefl and Ielts. Yeah. In Ielts you are scored between bands, and like you are given bands like 0 to 9 bands. It's like basically 0 to 9 scores, and every part also has its individual bands, and your main band is calculated by the average of the every section, the bands you get in every section. Yeah, that's the score. It's a little bit different scoring system in Ielts than Toefl. That's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching this. If you have any questions about international admissions in America, then please drop it down in the comment section below. I will answer it for sure. If you like this video, hit the like. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button and tell me what went wrong. If you wanna know what happens on the Ielts exam day, you can check my podcast with my friend that I did about. He tells every single detail that what happens on the Ielts exam day. It would be linked somewhere here, or I don't know. It would be down in the description if it's not here. And thanks again. Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe.